be calling on the Commissioner of Youth to just give a very quick goodwill message. Thank you so much. Can I have the Commissioner of Youth, please? A round of applause for him as he makes his way up to the podium. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Adebi Adeayo. That's what happens when we are the government. We can stop things in the middle of things. Good evening, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I stand before you this evening as your Commissioner for Youth and Social Development in Lagos, Mobolaji Abubakar Ogunlende. My job is always very easy as Commissioner for Youth. One of my key roles is to turn up for the youths. Turn up in any way, shape, or form that I can. And today, my job is to turn up for Femi and Alex. As a government, we realized that there's a big disconnect between the government and our people. And one thing that I have taken pride in, personally, is to see how I can connect that bridge and continue to bridge that gap when it comes to our youths and the government. Hence, I tend to be on the road most of the time. I'm here to support these two fine young youths, typical youths in Lagos. One thing that has been synonymous in some of the things everyone has been saying is the fact that these two gentlemen have hustled each and every one of us to be here. And I think they deserve a round of applause to be able to achieve this. Bringing up, the panelists that came on stage, it just shows the resilience of a typical youth in Lagos. So my goodwill message is very simple, especially for those in the creative industry. When the panelists were on stage, some keywords were used: marketing, customer service, legal framework, technology, creativity, integrity, innovation, wise investment. In anything we find ourselves doing, these are key attributes that we need to consider to take on board. In everything that we're trying to do as youth, we need to, have these key values to ensure that we're doing the right thing and we're following the right steps. But the topic, very quickly, your IP, your future. I have just some key examples from three countries, just so that as we are thinking about everything that has been said tonight, as we are going back home and pondering upon it, we can have some key examples that we can add to what we know just to make it a bit clearer and brighter, especially for those in the creative industry. We do not have to look too far to find nations that have harnessed intellectual property to fuel economic growth. Three key examples: South Korea. Once a developing nation with limited resources, South Korea invested heavily in intellectual property protection, technology, and education. Today, it is home to global giants like Samsung and Hyundai, with intellectual property accounting for a significant share of its economic output. That's one. Two, India, very similar to Nigeria in its youthful population and entrepreneurial spirit. India strengthened its IP laws, creating a vibrant tech ecosystem where startups thrive. This has fueled its emergence as a global hub for IT services, pharmaceuticals, and digital innovation. And lastly, China. Despite past challenges with IP enforcement, China reformed its policies, leading to a surge in patents and trademarks. Today, its strong IP infrastructure supports mass economic expansion, particularly in AI, e-commerce, and biotechnology. Now I bring it home. 4 opportunities in Nigeria's economic growth. Number 1, startups and tech entrepreneurship. Strong IP protections will encourage Nigerian startups to scale globally without fear of idea theft. And this is an area where we see a lot of youths. Number 2, creative industries. Music, fashion, gaming, and literature can generate billions if IP rights are well protected and monetized. Again, a lot of it has been said by the previous panelists. Number 3, agriculture and biotechnology. Innovations in agri-tech, seed patents, and food processing can commercialize to ensure food security and economic diversification. And lastly, something that is creating a buzz everywhere: artificial intelligence and digital economy. With AI-driven innovations emerging, Ensuring patents and trademarks for Nigerian AI startups will be key in remaining competitively globally. Final thoughts. As we engage and we continue to engage, I'd like to ask all stakeholders, especially those in the creatives, the government officials, financial institutions, technological leaders, investors, and creatives to commit to building a future where Nigeria's intellectual capital is protected, respected, and monetized. I repeat, protected, respected, and monetized. And I think it takes all of us in this room to achieve that because no man is an island. There's key in collaboration. And when we come together to do this, we can always achieve our goal. We must educate our people on intellectual property, strengthen our legal frameworks, encourage collaboration. Collaboration is key. And champion Nigerian creativity and innovation at a global scale. And finally, our intellectual property is not just an asset, it is our future. By working together, we can transform Nigeria into a nation where ideas flourish, business grow, and economic prosperity becomes a reality for us all. Thank you, and God bless you all. Mr. Adeayo, you can now have the floor.
Oh, that's inspiring.
Thank you.